Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I am your host, Quentin Edmonds, better known as Q. And today I am joined by someone I've been looking forward to chatting with. He's been making some serious moves in the real estate investment space. He has some good instructions and tips for you. So I am so happy to have my friend here. He said I can call him Pete. He ain't say you can call him Pete, but he said I can call him Pete Gustis. And I'm glad to have you here, man. How you feeling, sir?
Very good, very good. Thanks for having me, Quentin.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I think, matter of fact, I know our listeners are really going to take something away from your approach when it comes to inspiring. Here you go. I told you I'm gonna get the tagline in there. Every agent to be an investor, right? I think
Yes.
you're gonna get it with that. I think you're gonna educate people and tell them, listen, how you need to be in place to make moves when it counts. So listen, I'm excited, man. Let's dive in. And so first off, for people who may not be familiar with your world, please give us like a short version of what it is you are focused on these days. And also tell them, Pete, tell them what market you're operating out of as well.
Okay. Yeah. I'm out of southeastern Pennsylvania. Berks County is the main county I'm in, but the office I'm affiliated with, we have 9 different offices in southeastern PA and the Lehigh Valley. When it comes to real estate, one of the big things that I've always been focused on is investors. Investors are a reoccurring business, and as an agent, I personally feel that most agents should be investors themselves. You're helping people buy and sell real estate every day. You're evaluating properties based on people's wants and needs, and that gives you an advantage to invest in yourself to do flips or even have rental properties. And that's one of the things I've always been looking at. As far as myself, I've invested in land, I've invested in multi-units, I've helped people flip properties. One of the things that I feel an agent could do if you do have funding or you partner with other companies is if you have a property that needs to have work because it's dated, you could sell it as is, you could buy it, or you can help invest money into the property, bring up that standard, make money off of the repair, and then sell the listing. So there's a lot of things you can do as far as being an investor, an agent, that can increase the money and increase your business.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Love it, man. Love it, man. What caught my attention, especially when you and I was talking behind the scenes, is that one of your strengths, man, is educating people.
Yes.
Now, I'm gonna try to tee it up right. I think you have a tool that could help people get more educated when it comes to real estate investment. You have any kind of tools, anything handy
Yes.
over on your end to tell people about?
Actually, a couple things. One of the things I didn't mention on the backstage, but pre-stage, I have a book called How to Sell Real Estate. And the reason why I designed this book is so a novice real estate agent could it's available on Amazon, audiobook too, and a Kindle.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
But when you're looking at it, an agent with no experience or somebody interested in the real estate business can read this book from start to finish. If you had nothing but the book, it would educate you on how to help people to buy, how to help people to sell, and how to have a real estate business, because this is a business. Other tools I have online, if you go to phillymetrocre.com, I actually have a property evaluator. I have a coaching program that's going to relaunch, but the property evaluator tool is online that you can just put information about the property and it calculates a value. Some people pay a lot of money for this. When I do the relaunch the coaching program, there'll be a property evaluator tool, because you have to know if an investment makes sense. Some people are paying a lot of money for different software. The property evaluator tool is free online, or the Excel allows you to save the information, so you can know if your investment makes sense.
Absolutely. That's beautiful, man. Thank you, sir. Yes, yes. You are the educated man. So thank you for filling people in and giving them some of that resource knowledge that you have. Now listen, I love it. In this climate, everything's not easy all the time, right? And
Mhm.
so I would love to know what's been the key to keeping your machine, your business, what you're doing running smoothly. What's been the key to that?
Communication and education. But as far as communication, most of the times, most newer agents or a lot of people are dealing with buyers. And one of the keys that I found when you're submitting an offer is to have communication. The average agent just submits an offer and then nothing happens. They don't even say anything. But the really important thing is to have a summary of your offer. Try to explain to the agent what your offer is. Make sure they have confidence in the loan if you have a loan, and then follow up with that agent, because sometimes you might get a little tip from that agent that the offer is not good enough, and you can communicate that with your client. Other times, when you have an offer summary, it makes sure that the other agent understands what you're doing easily and nothing's missed and there's no miscommunication. Because an agent could be getting multiple offers. Sometimes your offer might be in spam, or sometimes they didn't understand it, so they're not confident in it. But if you communicate with them and you have an offer summary, you have a much higher chance of getting your offer accepted.
There you go. Again, you being an educator, and communication is key in every relationship, business
Yes,
relationship, personal relationships. Communication is everything. So
for
thank you
sure.
so much for highlighting that and helping people to understand. You got to communicate through the process. Like
Definitely.
you have to open up your mouth. You have to. I mean, we have too many tools out here that we can use to stay on top of communication. So,
For sure.
So yeah. So no, absolutely, I appreciate that. Now listen, every operator I know, they have a moment kind of when things get real. Maybe a deal that goes sideways, or a time that they had to pivot fast. You mind sharing any moments or any stories like that?
Definitely, definitely. Last year, I have a charity called Harmony Senior Housing, and I focus on trying to get 3 grants approved. When you separate your time from work and making money to I'm not making money, but I'm trying to do something good, my income actually went down drastically. Um, Believe it or not, at the end of last year, I only had $5,000 in my bank account. And for some people, that's great. For me, that's a nightmare. If you read my book, it says you have to have at least 6 months income saved in your bank account just in case business is bad. And I can assure you, 5,000 is not even 1 month income needed for me because of the charity I'm running and everything. So the real funny thing is I was actually contacted by a real estate coach.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
And said, hey, I noticed you have a coaching business. It's not doing good. I want to help you. And I said, if I follow the principles in my book, I can actually fix my problem. And I am more confident fixing my problem and telling people how I did that rather than just selling them a coaching program and they don't know I actually only have $5,000 in the bank. So what I actually did is used many of the principles in my book, which I already knew, so it's not like I had to read the book. And I actually focused on sales, and I have well over $50,000 in the bank, and all my bills are paid, and I didn't miss any payments. So as far as that's concerned, if I can do it, I'm sure anybody could do it just by reading the book. But I will have a coaching program available, realtorsellingsecrets.com, and that'll be launching soon.
So you mean to tell me you believed in your own product?
Yes, for sure, for sure.
Absolutely. Let me say, I'm just not the writer. I'm also I can't remember how that slogan goes. It says I'm losing it.
The
It
Hair
is
Club for Men. I know the one
you
you're
got me.
thinking of.
Exactly right. Thank you. I'm trying to remember the quote exactly.
I don't
But
remember the quote exactly too, but I knew exactly what you're talking about.
you got me right. Absolutely. No, that's good, man. And thank you so much, man. That's the kind of stuff people really don't talk about enough. I thank you for your vulnerability. I mean, people don't go there that much. And so thank you for that. I really think honesty, vulnerability, stuff like that separate folks from ones that kind of like dabble from the ones who kind of stay in it long term. And
Yes.
so again, you being the educator that you are, I'm glad that you bring those points up so that people, can see that this is real. Like the things that we're going through, the things that you're going to face, they're going to be real,
Yes.
and we're going to have real emotions around them, and we're gonna power through. And y'all, you can keep holding up the book. I think if y'all get it, you'll find some real good tools to be able to navigate the waters when they come. So listen, so let me ask you this. What are you most focused on solving right now? Like, what's the next scale up for you? Like, what's your next goal?
Yeah, it's the coaching program. I did mention when I started at Keller Williams, actually after the first year, I was doing very well. And what happened is the leadership at KW, they encourage us to coach people. And I've always helped people. I was actually a real estate internet sales manager before I got into, or an internet sales manager at Honda before I got into coaching. And then they said, hey, look, you gotta they actually walked people by my office, excuse me, and
Mm.
new hires. And they said, if you need to know anything, ask him. He knows how to do it all. And at first I was flattered and I thought it was great. I didn't mind helping people. But then I had one instance where a new hire came. They didn't know absolutely anything. And I spent the whole morning helping them and I missed an appointment. The client called me. They were upset because I was not there. And normally I'm about 15 minutes early. I try to be 15 minutes early in case they are. And I explained to them that I was coaching a new person. And they said, well, this is unprofessional. I'm trying to buy a house here and you aren't even paying attention to what time it is and don't ever call me again. And I was like, wow, I just lost probably $9,000 because I'm helping somebody for free. And after that, I said, oh, I got to cut down on the coaching time, or we have to limit this. It's bad to have to say that, but that's why I wrote the book so people can understand this. And that's why I'm launching a coaching program based on that information. Things that I know people can use to be successful.
Absolutely. Listen, please don't take me looking down as a sign of me being disinterested. I'm actually taking notes.
Okay.
So I just,
No,
I just want to let you know, like, yeah,
no, that's perfect.
man, yeah, no. I appreciate the things that you're saying. I mean, what you just said, like, really, that's big. Like, especially when you already have the book in place to educate, but you're like, nah. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to build this coaching program to help coach people.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
And to pretty much into their success, look out for the pitfalls to make the connections that they need. And so that's great, man. That's really, really awesome.
Yep.
Now I know like you're making moves, and the next move, it can either compound things or it can create chaos. And that's really kind of like depending on how you play it. And
Yes.
so, I know people, they're listening, they're early on their journey and they're looking to level up, they're taking in the information. And I think it would benefit them to hear when it comes to building relationships and growing your network, what's been the biggest difference for you?
Yep. So
Sure.
the one thing that I feel is very, very important, and I'm not saying don't go to networking events because I do, but when you go to a networking event, there's always 20 real estate agents and they're all handing out their card, but you have to separate yourself from all the other real estate agents. Um, and and basically it comes to communication. One thing I do is I try to network with a lot of lenders because there's a lot of different lending programs. There's lending programs for investors, there's lending programs for businesses, and different banks have different specialty programs. Most agents seem to partner with the office lender, but the problem is the office lender is not going to tell you about other programs, and that's the challenge. I try to make sure I understand a lot of different lenders' programs, and then when I consult a buyer, I find the best program for them. Because there's jumbo loan programs that are better with some banks. There's first-time home buyer programs that are better with some banks. There's specialty grants in certain areas. There's specialty grants for certain buyers. But if you don't know multiple banks and multiple lenders, you will not know about these programs. Plus, if you do good selling, lenders are going to take you out for free meals to tell you about these lending programs. It's kind of funny because a lot of times I've talked to friends and they're like, "You're always going out for lunch." And I'm like, well, probably about 12 to 20 times a year, I have lenders buying me lunch. I'm
Uh-huh.
not going to say no. I'll listen to their story. Sometimes they have very good information. Sometimes it's okay, you just have standard programs. I'll put you on the list of people I have, but it's not going to help the clients that I have. So
Absolutely. Just a nice little network lunch. If
yeah,
we found some mutual interests and some mutual common ground, cool. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and use this toothpick and get the delicious food out my teeth. So yeah. No, absolutely, man. And you really can't fake that. Like trying to build the right relationships are
yes.
everything space. It's
And
everything.
communications too. It's good to follow up with your past clients and even current clients. Because when it comes down to it, you can get referrals. And I've had some clients that I've communicated with just a little bit. They just like the service so much that they've referred people to me. And I have other people who I've talked to once and just, hey, this is great. And then as soon as I'm ready, I'm going to let you know. Then 2 or 3 years later, I get a phone call. So it's good to make sure that you tell people the value that you provide to them, and that'll resonate with a lot of people.
Absolutely, absolutely. Nah, man. I appreciate all of that. So listen, before we wrap it up, I just want to take some time and give you some time. Is there any final thoughts? Anything that maybe you've been musing, that you've been thinking about, any kind of thing that you feel like could benefit the audience that you want to share?
Yeah. Well, real estate is a self-employment, and the challenge and the main reason why I wrote my book is it seems like when most people get hired by most real estate companies, they're given a story. That story is all you got to do is get your license and you're going to be driving a Mercedes like all of us. And then when they get their license, they're like, okay, now what? Nothing happens. But most people know one or two people who want to either buy or sell. And I feel the brokerages don't really want to train people because they know it's a lot of work. So they let people join, let them make those one or two sales. And then after that, if they just wash out, they leave. That's why the real estate industry has such a high turnover rate. And that's why I said, well, if I wrote this book here and people can quickly learn about what they need to do, they can actually get into production quickly. Because as a business, you have to understand how much money you need to pay your bills. And my philosophy is a little bit different. I personally think that most people should get into real estate part-time when they start out. And then if they're comfortable, go full-time. Because you might do something part-time and then say, you know what, this is not for me. I don't really like this. Would you want to quit your job to find out now you're going broke 30 days, 60 days, 90 days later? Or would you rather start part-time, work, learn, maybe make some money, and then make a decision? Am I ready to go full-time, or do I need more time, education, and more consistent income before I decide to go full-time? So my big takeaway is try it part-time, educate yourself, then decide if you like it. If you like it and you feel you can succeed, then go full-time.
Absolutely. Yo, that's my friend Pete. He always educating, man, and I think that is shining through how you really want people to succeed. They just need the information. They just need the
Yes.
right information. So thank you for sharing, man. So listen, if someone wanted to reach out and connect with you, maybe collaborate or learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach out to you?
Well, BGustis.com is my main website. The coaching website that I'll be making will be called RealtorSellingSecrets.com. That should hopefully be out in about 30 days. It's the 17th of July right now, so I'm going to be working on that. My book is How to Sell Real Estate book.com. So that's where they can see the book and purchase it.
Absolutely. Well, listen, man, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your story. I appreciate your perspective. We need more people in this space that's doing it the right way, that's educating people, talking about communication, and honestly, like I said, man, willing to be vulnerable. So, man, I really, really appreciate your time. Thank you for being
Sounds good.
here.
Thanks.
Absolutely. For those who are tuning in, if you got value from this, make sure you subscribe. We've got more conversations coming with operators just like my friend, Mr. Pete Gustis, who are out here building businesses the right way. Listen, we'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.